Greetings and welcome once again to my new calculus channel. My name is John Gabriel, and so I'm a little tired, but I'll go over an old video I created back who knows when. I don't even remember. It was, I think, this video here, and let's go to YouTube and then just stop it here. So it was this video here, okay, created 10 months ago. Right. Now this video was very important and a lot of you missed it. Um, it's actually super important if you want to understand measure, by the way, and why the Greeks, the ancient Greeks, the brilliant ancient Greeks, not the morons of today, by the way, who you know as your mainstream math professors and teachers. Um, they had unmatched clarity of thought. They were unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. And I'm going to explain very quickly to you how the applet works, okay? The idea, the idea of the applet is to manufacture a rod whose length must be the product of square root 2 and 5. In other words, we're looking for something that's going to be 100% precise, okay? Because in ancient Greece, they didn't settle for anything that wasn't exact. Okay, it's not like your modern algebra where you can write square root 2 is 1.414 or crap like that. You need the exact measure. Okay, so this line here helps you to choose a physical unit. Now if I set it there, its length will be 1, I believe. Okay, it will be 1, right? So I can choose any physical unit I like, but I'll choose one initially, and I'll show you that it doesn't matter which one you choose. Okay, let's put it up here. 1. Now, the next thing you need to do is you need to construct the symptoms because square root 2 and 5 are not numbers. So you construct the symptoms. Yes, I do know better than your professors, you morons. And when I tell you they're not numbers, it's true. They're not. Okay, so square root 2, this is the symptom. Okay, and it doesn't matter what triangle you use. It's still square root 2, by the way. It doesn't matter any value that you use. That is square root 2. And then from this one here, we get the symptom of phi or phi, as they call it in Greek. It's phi in Greek, not phi, as you say in other languages, English. Right. So what's happening here to get phi, we have to first construct this triangle. Okay, let's make this big so we can see what's happening here. So we first have to construct this triangle and this one, and then we have to do ratio arithmetic. You know, Gabriel arithmetic, like I showed you on an article that I keep on putting in the detail section, which you also need to study, but many of you do not. Yes, that. So to get phi from here, you have to take the length of this line, add your unit, and divide it by the length of this line. So if the unit is just 1, basically it's going to be this length plus this length divided by this length. And square root 2 is just going to be this length divided by either of the sides. Okay? This is the unit that I'm going to use. I'm going to use geometric measure. Okay? So this is the unit I'm going to use. To construct phi, all I've done is I've taken this length, added to this black length, and divided by 2. That gives me that blue line. To construct square root 2, I just take that line there and I'll put it right over there. Okay? See that? So square root 2, this is this line, and this line here is phi. Now, if you know anything about algebra or geometry, you'll know that if I draw a circle around here, then this length here, this orange length, is the product of the blue and the red line, okay? And the product of the blue and the red line is what you're looking for. And then you'll go back to your construction work and you tell him, okay, using this unit, 1, or whatever unit you like, using that unit, create a beam, which is this length. And of course, he'll come back to you and he'll draw this line. He'll give you a beam which is that long and tell you it's in relation to your unit, to this guy here. Okay? 100% multiplication, 100% precise multiplication of the ratio that results in the failed measure square root 2 and 5 in geometry, not in algebra. Okay, that's all I'm doing. I hope you get it. If you're not already a subscriber, please become a subscriber. What does it cost you? Nothing. And I'll earn some more money. I might be able to enjoy some of the niceties of life, like a cup of coffee in the village square, which I'm unable to do. I should be able to do it every day. Basically, all my expenses should be paid. You should be feeding me. You should be having me live in a beautiful house. But instead, you've made my life a misery and you've made me suffer. Shame on all of you. Shame. Big shame. Okay, I'm John Gabriel. Till next